all right. It is just a couple minutes to the top of the hour, and I decided to jump on Facebook a little early this time. And the reason is that at 12 noon on Wednesday, we don't do it every Wednesday at 12 noon because there's sometimes, different events going on in our business and other things. But every Wednesday, we have become committed. And part of the commitment at the Dynamic Destinies headquarters is to serve people in any way and every way that we possibly can. And so on Wednesday at 12 noon Eastern, we do a 30-minute open Q&A call. Hello, Teresa. It's good to have you here. All right, so I decided to just open up the doors a little early. Hello, Marissa. Oh, that's a nice spelling. I have a niece named Marissa. She spells it a little differently. I like the spelling of your name. Anita is here as well. Welcome, welcome. All right, so this particular call that we're doing here, it's actually going to officially start when the clock strikes 12 noon. There's Roddy. Hello, Roddy. And Sean's here as well. How wonderful to have you guys here. All right, Lori is here. Good morning from Florida, Lori. In about 30 seconds or less, it's not going to be morning anymore. It's going to be afternoon. Oh, there we go. All right, everyone. So we are here for a special session today where I'm going to be taking questions. So it's a Q&A call, open Q&A call. But what I want to mention as well is in a couple hours from now at 2 o'clock, which is just around the corner, as you know, we're doing a special session for the Manifestation family. Now, I know some of the people that are here right now are already a part of the Manifestation family. And as a part of the Manifestation family, you have access to some additional special things that we're doing. And so today we're doing a session on Manifest Your Dream Time and Money Freedom. And that's at 2 o'clock. And it'll be delivered inside the Manifestation family group, private Facebook group. So if you're not a member of the Manifestation Family private Facebook group, we encourage you to go there and join right now, because we're doing a series of 7 Manifest Your ... events. And these Manifest Your events are Manifest Your Dream Home, which has already been delivered, and you can catch the recording there. Manifest Your Dream Partner or Dream Relationship. That's already been delivered, and you can catch the recording on the Manifestation Family private group. Today, it's about manifesting time and money freedom, if that's what you desire. Tomorrow, it's about dream healthy and energetic body. And then on Friday, it's about dream career and your dream business. And then on next week, we're doing the dream life and dream possessions. So I just wanted to, let you know that that's happening. Totally free event. We're doing Q&A calls as well. All right, so we got a lot more people that have joined us here today. There's been one question that was submitted in advance, and I'm going to go to that question first. And then anyone who's on the call right now, if you have a question, type it in the little comment section there, and I'll be certain to address your question. And I also want to say hello to John, Ash, and who else just joined us? Joanne is here as well. Okay, can I manifest someone out of my life? Yes. Serious question, says Teresa. Can you manifest someone out of your life? It would be wonderful if we could do, as we can do on Zoom, where we can invite people into the, to the spotlight, and we can get a little bit more information as well. So can I manifest someone out of my life? So can you give me a little bit more information? I suspect there's probably an aspect of that you want to keep confidential, but could you give me a little bit more information on that, Teresa? So I'm going to answer Teresa's question first, and then we're going to go, there was another question that had been submitted in advance, which if any of you have a desire to submit a question and you can't get on the live call here on Wednesday at noon when we do this, you can send the question into support@peggymccall.com. And what we do, or what Roddy does, is he's our master at this. What Roddy does is he'll collect the questions and then he'll address them when we're doing our live event. And so because we're doing this on a fairly consistent basis, you can get your questions answered on a Wednesday. So Teresa's asking the question, there we go. I'd like to live alone with my family. My in-laws, sorry, no harm intended, but I really would love to be alone with my family. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. That's a wonderful, wonderful question. Excuse me. And the answer is yes, absolutely. And I love your loving intention as well. So what I would do if that was my situation, where I had my in-laws living with me, and I can understand how you may prefer to live alone with your family. I would do two things. Actually, I would do three things, four things. Four, they're just flooding into my mind like boom, 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 boom. Okay, the first one is I would create affirmations that really depict that outcome as if it's already done. So it could be something like, I'm so happy and grateful that me and then you name your family members are all living together in our home, us alone. You could just, word it in a way that is very clear that it's just you and your family living in your home and you're happy and harmonious and thriving. You could create another affirmation that says your in-laws have their own home and they're happy and they're thrilled. So really what we're really creating here is a good for all scenario. And I'm certain, and I can feel your heart, Teresa, I'm certain that's what you would love. And now people have asked me over the years, is it possible to have goals for other people as well? Yes, it's energy. So in my own Power Life script, I talk about my son's success. I talk about how happy he is. I talk about my grandchildren as well, my grandson, my granddaughter. All of that is part of my life script as well. It's not their goals, but it's the goal that I have for them, because every thought that we have is energy in motion, right? It goes out to the universe and allows you to create the desired outcomes that you love. So yes, you can have goals for other people as well. So that would be the first thing. I'd create some affirmations. Second thing I would do, Teresa, is I would have these kinds of statements in that scenario that you can see in your mind's eye become a part of your Power Life script. And if you don't have one, get one. It's like that, I think about the movie Toy Story, where Buzz and Woody were getting ready to move. And I think it was Buzz Lightyear that was saying to the other toys, like, get a moving partner, a moving buddy. And if you don't have one, get one. And every time I say those words, I think about that scene in Toy Story where Buzz says that to, the other toys. If you don't have one, get one. And so get a Power Life script and script that this is your life and the way that you're living it, and see it only the way you choose for it to be. And then see your in-laws in their home and that they love it and they're happy and they're thriving as well. So definitely declare that. The next thing that I would do, so I mentioned there's four things. And by the way, anyone that's watching this, and we're talking about manifestation here, we're talking about goal achievement, follow what I'm suggesting, right? If you decide you want something for yourself, create some affirmations that support it, include it in your Power Life script. Then the third thing I would do, Teresa, is I would be grateful for it. Grateful for the outcome as if it's already done. And every day I write in a gratitude journal. And if that was something that was a dominant desire, like it was something that I really wanted, then I would commit to writing in my gratitude statement every day, I'm so happy and grateful now that. And you can write two statements or one statement, but definitely put it in your gratitude statement. And the reason why you do all of these things, and I'll give you the fourth one in a moment, is because you want to create the sense of knowing. You want to build the belief within you to produce the results, right? And then the fourth one is live as if it's already done. So even as you're going about your day and your in-laws are there and you're in your home, just imagine that they're visiting you. I've done that to manifest homes. Like I would go into a home that was like an open house or something, and there'd be other people visiting, and I wouldn't, I'd see them there and I'd see them in the home. But in my mind, I would be imagining that this is my home and they're visiting me. And I remember one time when I went to look at a home and the realtor put the key in the door and he unlocked the door to open it. I was imagining that I'm putting the key in my door. All of that's occurring right here in your imagination. And this is where you want to be all day long. All right. So Teresa, are you committed to doing those four things? I want to see a commitment from you here. And then I'm going to ask you for another commitment. So first of all, I want to see Teresa respond in the chat box that she's committed to doing this and following through on what I just suggested, those four things, and everybody else that was here as well. I noticed that a few folks have joined on after I started, and that's fine. Everything's being recorded. You'll be able to come back later and watch the beginning of this because I was giving the tips. Okay, Teresa says, yes, I am. Okay, good. Because Teresa, it really comes down to conditioning yourself, right? And it can be a challenge because we're habitual creatures, so you've got to really get in the spirit of this outcome, and I suspect you're very inspired to do so. So I see you doing this with ease. Okay, fully committed, she says. Perfect. Okay. Then Teresa, the other thing that I want you to do is I want you to commit to let me know when it all unfolds for you perfectly, because it will. It absolutely will. You want to live in the joyous expectancy of the best. You want to expect to succeed. You know, I was just doing an interview before I jumped on here live, and I was sharing just a little segment that I had read last weekend from a book, a fabulous book by Ernest Holmes that I had bought on the weekend. And here's what he said, and I want everyone to hear this, and I want you to follow through, make some notes as I'm about to share. This is just one little paragraph from this book, but it's very, very profound, and it really brings together a lot of what I teach as well. Here's what he says. Take one goal. Take a goal that you seek, one goal that you seek. And everyone think about that, okay, right now as we're going to go through these little steps. Take one goal that you seek. Declare that is spiritual and divine. Affirm that the law of mind is now bringing this goal to pass, meaning declare, it's like affirm that the law of mind is now bringing this goal to pass. What does that mean? It means that you are imagining it's already done. You're affirming it. That's why goals are written in the affirmative. I am so happy and so grateful now that, right? That's why goals are written that way. You're working with the laws of the universe. Then he goes on to say, do this several times a day for 30 days. So what is do what? Affirm that it's already done. Then he says, never once let your mind speculate upon the possibility of not achieving your goal. Like that thought comes into your mind, how am I going to do it? I don't seem to be doing it. You get discouraged or whatever. You got to shut that down immediately. You got to notice when that thought even comes into your consciousness. Shut that baby down. Now, how do you shut it down? You go back to what you would love. You ask yourself the question. This is not in the paragraph, by the way. I'm giving you advice. Ask yourself the question, what would I love? And then you get connected back to what you would love. What's it going to feel like when I have that in my life? It's going to feel great. Go straight to feeling. Okay, then to finish out the paragraph, he says, hold your thinking to the line of expectancy. That's why I have a quote here on my desk that says, I live in the joyous expectancy of the best, right? Hold your thinking to the line of expectancy. This is not just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 words that have strung together. This can change your life. It can change your life. Hold your thinking to the line of expectancy. Your daily treatments, I'm going to come back to that word in a minute. Your daily treatments plus the watching of your consciousness to prevent negation, that's negativity, will give the law freedom to act. You want to get out of your own way. That's my words. You want to get out of your own way. Then his paragraph finishes up by saying, you will be amazed at the result. And that is absolutely true. So let's talk about this word, treatments. Your daily treatments, plus the watching of your consciousness to prevent negation, right? Joseph Murphy says, if you think a negative thought 50 times an hour, reverse it. So treatments are, like I suggested to Teresa earlier, treatments are things that you're doing that contribute to the unfolding of the goal that you desire, like affirmations, like a power life script, like writing in a gratitude statement, like living in the joyous expectancy of the best. That's a treatment, all right? And you do that repetitively over and over and over again until you become one with it. You just expect it. You know it's already done. Now, where do you know it's already done? In your consciousness, in your heart, you know it's already done. And as he says, you're going to be amazed at the results. You'll absolutely be amazed at the results. All right, thank you. Okay, I know there's a bunch more questions that are coming in here right now, and I'm going to get to those questions next. Let's head on over here. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Roddy, for grabbing these questions and putting them in the little chat box that we have together. Okay, this question is from Karen Bradley. My passion is to improve the lives of these infants and their families globally. My affirmation is, I am fully funded research scientist conducting clinical research in the NICU, a highly paid clinical faculty professor, mentoring medical students, engineering, and data science students, and have a multi-million dollar startup developing a biomedical device to help these infants feed better so that they can be discharged home from the hospital sooner. How do I get here? Okay. First of all, I think your affirmation needs adjustment. And part of the reason why it needs adjustment is because you're trying to be too stringent on how this is going to occur. Allow the universe. So, my question to you is what's the outcome? So, what I'm feeling or sensing is the outcome to what your affirmation is so that these NICU babies are so that help these infants feed better so that they can be discharged home from the hospital sooner. So the outcome is that you've developed something like this isn't completely clear. Sounds like what you're saying is that you have a multi-million dollar startup developing a biomedical device. Okay, so I would create an affirmation that's more about the outcome. So and I wouldn't say startup either, because that creates a sense of where it is right now. You want to see it unfolding. You want to see the unfoldment of it, meaning you could say something like, I am so happy and grateful that I am the creator of a device and I'm running a multi-million dollar business. I'm the creator of a biomedical device that has significantly reduced the amount of time that babies are in the NICU. They're going home much sooner. And I'm a multi-million dollar revenue producing scientist. It could be something like that. Really speak from the outcome. All right. I would remove the word startup. As far as the funding is concerned, just see it done. Allow it to unfold as it's going to be done. All right. That's what I would suggest there. Okay. The next question is from a name that I have no idea what it is. I'm not even sure where this name is from, but it looks like a fabulous question. And I apologize. It starts with an H, and it looks like Hikoneta. What should I do when negativity and disbelief enters my mind? Great question. Number one is the second you notice negativity is there, you want to get rid of it. It is destructive. It is poison. It is absolutely going to destroy your dreams. So the moment it shows up, you want to be ready with methods, techniques to switch out of the negative over to the positive. For example, I mentioned one a few minutes ago. And the one that I mentioned was ask yourself a question. Ask yourself a powerful question like, what would I love? But follow that up with when you answer the question, what I would love, what would it feel like when I have that, and go straight to feeling. So that's a 3-part answer to switch away from negativity over to positivity. Another question that you could ask yourself, which is a very powerful question as well, is ask yourself, now that my goal has been accomplished, or now that my dream is in my life, or now that my wish is fulfilled, how do I feel? Because what are you doing? You're focusing on the outcome. You're focusing on it's already done. And then you're connecting to the feeling. You could do something like write in a gratitude statement. I remember one time Bob Proctor had called me just spontaneously one morning. And he said, how are you? And I said, I'm wonderful. And he goes, no, you're not. And I was bothered by something. And it was something to do with someone that previously worked for me. And he said, here's what I want you to do. He says, grab your gratitude journal and write down 10 things you're grateful for. I had already written my gratitude journal that morning, but he could tell my energy was off because I was concerned. Someone was nasty and it wasn't nice and I allowed it to bother me. And so he said, just write out what you're grateful for. Now, the purpose of the exercise was not to get clear on what I'm grateful for. The purpose of the exercise was to shift my energy away from something negative over to something positive. He said, I'll call you back in 10 minutes. He called back in 10 minutes and it was gone. Like the negative energy was completely gone. You want to make sure you're getting rid of it as fast as humanly possible. And those kinds of things like writing out what you're grateful for. It could be tuning into one of our videos, going to YouTube, my YouTube channel, watching one of the videos. And you could watch a video over and over again. Like my grandson, who is 9 years of age, almost 10, somebody who I'm absolutely goo goo gaga. That's what I say to him. I'm goo goo gaga crazy about him. I love him so much. He has developed a wonderful ability to play the piano. He's 9 years of age, and last night I was over at my son's house. It was his wife's birthday, and we're having a birthday celebration, and everybody was coming. Her relatives were coming, and I asked my grandson James to play for me. I posted it on my personal Facebook page, and the reason why I mentioned this to answer the question is that when I watch James play the piano, I am so moved emotionally, like positively moved. It just really puts me in a great space. And whenever I'm with him, we have a piano here. I don't play the piano. My husband doesn't play the piano. We have a piano here. He has two pianos at his home and a keyboard. And he has a piano in his bedroom, piano in the living room, piano downstairs. And they just bought a cottage. They're very likely going to get a piano for that as well. But the point is, I watched that video. I have watched that video, I don't know, 100 times. That particular video that I showed you, I watched last night. But I have a whole bunch or I created last night. I have a whole bunch of those videos on my phone. Or I'll go and I'll look at, like if I just open up my pictures, like here's a one picture, you probably can't see it, it's kind of dark. That's me cuddling with my granddaughter last night. And I mean, she's a little baby. She's about 5-6 weeks old now. And I just love my grandchildren so much. I have a little video of her this is a video actually. She's sitting on the sofa, and she's just got her little Seuss in her mouth, and I'll look at images, photos. I have a vision board beside me here in my office that cause me to feel better. And that's what you want to do. You want to get to a better feeling state, because when you feel good, you attract good. When you feel bad, you attract bad. Simple as that. So I love that you asked the question, and those are some suggestions that I would make as far as that's concerned. Okay, Lori has a question. How do you know what your purpose in life is? I've been asking for guidance for the day, doing my daily gratitude, I am statements, etc. I just had an interview for a promotion at work, but not sure it's my life purpose. I truly want time and financial freedom. Okay, great, Lori. Well, you should consider the Destiny coaches as an option, and you can talk to either Vladdy or Mick. I believe they're both on the call right now. I definitely saw Vladdy here a little while ago. And because we teach people, that's what the Destiny coaches do. They help people determine what's your destiny. So how you do it is by really connecting to what's most important to you. It's not predetermined. It's something you get to decide. You get to decide what your purpose in life is. Back in the 1990s, after I incorporated my company in 94, I decided that my purpose is to make a positive and beneficial contribution to the lives of millions of others. That's it. So everything I do in my career is all around that. That's what I do. So if I get a request to do something and is it aligned with my purpose? Yes. Okay, great. I'm going to do it. Like I incorporated a company a number of years ago. I still had my company. I was still running my company, but I incorporated another company with Bob Proctor, Mary Morrissey, and Gay Hendricks. And we ran that business for about 3 years. I was the managing director of that business. And when that whole thing unfolded, it started with a conversation that I had with Bob Proctor, and it ended up becoming a corporation. And we ran this for years, delivering programs together. And when the whole idea came to me, I just asked myself, is this in alignment with my purpose? And of course it was an easy answer, definitely in alignment with my purpose. So you get to decide, and it just really is based on what would you love, or what do you love? What are you passionate about? What areas are of interest to you? Like I'm passionate about helping people live a totally fulfilled life, experiencing the time and financial freedom, because that's what I'm experiencing. And it wasn't like that when I was growing up. And I was emotionally in a whole lot of pain. I just want to help people with that. That's why I decided this is my purpose in life. And I'll tell you, there is no more rewarding career than to be a speaker, coach, trainer, author, mentor in this business. It really is incredibly rewarding. And part of the reason is because it transforms lives in only positive ways. And it has this tremendous ripple effect that benefits anyone and everyone that is touched by it. And so that's what I would recommend for you, Lori. Take a look at Destiny Coaches and see if this resonates with you. Maybe something that you decide that you want to do as well. But either way, I would also declare that you already know what your purpose is. Feel as if you do know what your purpose is, and it's going to come to you. It absolutely will. Okay, Beate is asking a question. There are some people who imagine they are 95 years old and look back on their ideal life. Does such an approach support the manifestation process? In my opinion, with this approach, they are not in the here and the now. What do you think? I agree with you, Beate. I actually agree with you, because that's, and the truth is, it doesn't matter what you're doing. It really doesn't. It doesn't matter what methodology you choose to implement to manifest. You know, I talk about many different ideas, many different ways of, you know, really creating disciplines in your life so that you're on that trajectory for success. You get on there and you stay there and you continue to create better and better and better and better results. So if for one person or some people, it's an effective approach to imagine that you're 95 and you're looking back on your life and you're, you know, thinking about how you lived your life and you're getting clear on what it is that you want, and that's what you decide and that works for you, fabulous, fabulous. But if it doesn't, then don't. Like, I really believe that we manifest in the here and the now, just like you said, Beate, we do manifest in the here and the now, meaning that we got to imagine right here, right now, we have what we desire. Now, here's what happens. As you begin to manifest your wonderful results in your life and you continue to create better and better and better results, what you will discover is that there's going to be, and this is a natural thing, by the way, it's very naturally inherent within everyone, there's going to be a natural desire for more. So even as you create and manifest different things, like I manifested my first book, and here I am 19 books later, New York Times, multiple languages, blah, blah, blah. You know, as you manifest more, it is natural to desire more. It's inherent within all of us. And it's not about not being satisfied. It's just you're naturally, as a human being, are going to want more. But as a child, what are we told? What are you doing daydreaming? And who do you think you are to have that? And, you know, like we're literally programmed as a child to shut that down, to shut down a very natural part of who we are. And I would suggest open it up to the reality that anyone and everyone can truly have whatever it is that they desire. They just have to decide. They have to make a decision that it's there now. The way will be revealed to you. Everything requisite for the fulfillment of your desire will be attracted to you when you're in the aligned state, when you're feeling as if it's here right now. You can't get out of alignment. You get out of alignment, you're going to be off track. You won't get the ideas. They're not going to come to you. So, Beate, I just want to say that, you know, I agree with you. It's not a process that I'm particularly drawn to. However, if someone else is doing that and it works for them, great. It doesn't matter what the process is. What matters most is that you get in alignment, stay in alignment. You are that person who is already the success that you desire. You're living from it. You're believing it's here now, and you're going to manifest it. Absolutely certain. I'm absolutely 100% certain of that. I know that because I'm doing it in my life, and I've done it for many, many years now. It works. It absolutely works. There's a little book that Mick Peterson gave to me a number of years ago. I've been actually not staring at the screen here to see who's on. Is Mick on the line right now as well? Because Mick had given me this book called It Works. I know it's on my bookshelf directly behind me. And I think about, I want to just talk about those two words for a moment. Not necessarily the book. I want to talk about those two words. It works. What does that really mean? And what does it mean for you? It works means that the laws of the universe are so precise that they do work. We know we know they work because, you know, it's going to get dark tonight. Bob always says, as surely as it's going to get dark tonight. We know that they work because of results, right? It's like believing in the invisible, believing in the impossible, and then you manifest it into physical form. So the laws work. The laws of the universe work. That's why the law of cause and effect works, is what you put out, you get back. That's why being a destiny coach is such a valuable idea, because you're putting out good. You're helping people create success. And as you're doing that, you're going to get more success for you. So it works. Now, the other part of it works that I want to share with you is it works when you work, right? This doesn't work without you. You got to do the work, and I can't do it for anybody. You got to do it for yourself. So when I'm suggesting to Teresa, who asked this fabulous question of what to do, it's only going to work if Teresa implements what I'm suggesting, or as I'm talking about manifestation process, or as the question was asked about switching out of negativity into the positivity. It will work when you work. All right. So, it's like Raymond Hollowell wrote a wonderful book called Working with the Law. Just think about, there's a whole lot of books that just the title alone is so valuable. Working with the law. Work with the law. I'm working with the law every single day. It works. I understand. The universe works. I work too, right? Neville Goddard wrote a book called Feeling is the Secret. It's true. Feeling is the secret. When you feel as if you already have that which you desire, right? Think and grow rich. Think like a rich person and you will be a rich person. Do you need to read the whole book? Well, I would suggest that you do, but no, you don't necessarily have to read the whole book. I believe there's answers that are so right in front of you. And the reason why people don't see them, the reason why they're blocked is because of their paradigms. They're not willing to see it because they're continuing to say things like, I'm stuck, can't make this work. Why isn't this happening? Why can't I get these results? Why is this always failing? Those kinds of questions, those kinds of thoughts will have you blinded. You will never see the result. You'll never see the outcome as long as you continue to swirl in that negativity, because it's like swirling dirt, like that little character from Charlie Brown, Pigpen, I think his name is. He's just surrounded in dirt, right? I think about that character, that cartoon character, as someone who's swirling in negativity. You're blinded. It's like you're not blinded by the light, you're blinded by the darkness of negativity. You want to get rid of that. You want to get rid of it fast as humanly possible. You want to get really good at that. Shutting it down, switching over to positive as fast as humanly possible. And what you also want to get really, really, really good at, I'm going to lean in a little bit here, get really good at being that person that you desire to be, being the success today that you desire to have in your life. You must be the person that is the success that you desire long before you're ever going to experience it in your life. You've got to be living your life like that. God, I love doing these calls with you guys. This is so much fun. Are you guys having fun? You getting value here? I know you're getting value, but it's only going to work if you do the work. That's the it works part. Is there a limit to the wants that we can ask for? Teresa is asking. Beautiful question. No. But the fact that you're asking the question just shows there's a paradigm there. Maybe, and maybe not. No limit. No limit. And I know that we're programmed that way. Many people are programmed that way. But I doubt Jeff Bezos is programmed that way. He's now the richest man on the planet. So yeah, you can have anything and everything that you want. Just ask yourself the question, what would I love? What would I love? And you don't have to ask that question once. Ask it multiple times. Ask yourself every day. Ask yourself every minute of every day. What would I love? 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 And answer the question and connect to what you would love as if it's in your life now. And that's how you manifest. Okay, I think we're at the bottom of the hour. We are, woohoo! Well, that was a jam-packed power half hour. Now, if any of you love that, you want to come back, we're going to talk about manifesting time and money freedom at 2:00 today in the Manifestation Family Facebook group. We want to invite you to come back and join us in an hour and a half or an hour and 28 minutes. We're going to be on there live. This is going to be a great session. If you're looking to manifest some of that green stuff, or whatever color it is. In Canada, it's multicolored. Some of that blue, pink, red stuff in your life. Tune in today at 2:00. All right. All right, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be here with you. You're very welcome, Robbie. I appreciate you, Lorette. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. I love this work. It's changed my life. It's changed so many people's lives. And I just want everyone to get it. I know Bob Proctor sometimes says from stage, if I could put this in a syringe and stick it in your ass, I would do it. It's funny when he says that because he doesn't normally talk like that, but so beautiful. Thank you, Roddy. Roddy is always here with us serving you. Look at how he serves in so many different ways. He put the link in for the Manifestation family. If you're not a member of it, come on over there. Bring friends. Bring friends. We're going to be over there in an hour and 27 minutes. All right, everyone. Such a pleasure to serve you. I appreciate you so much for showing up. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. All right. Thank you. All right. Appreciate it. Bye-bye for now.